They say beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Many of us have defined beauty in different ways. Some has gone as far as creating themselves in their own image. Welcome to the Undocumented Truth. Welcome again to another episode of the Undocumented Truth.
Hi Manny, hi Lady D. Hello viewers. Such a pleasure to be in your digital presence.
Yes, like I said in the intro, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Do you guys agree to that statement?
That used to be, yes, that is true actually, I think.
Do we agree that God is the greatest architect of beauty?
Well, also in the eyes
as
of
a
the
Christian,
beholder.
I am told I was created in God's image, so I
Do it
believe
as a human.
He is the ultimate architect of beauty, yes.
Okay. So,
Meaning that God is the one that sees he creates the beauty and he sees it.
Yes,
he sees you to
beyond
be beautiful,
what we
right?
see,
Not
yes.
the person that is seeing the other person. So God sees everybody as
Yes.
beautiful. Okay.
Yes.
so with that in mind, I have a question that I want to introduce our question of the day. If God is the ultimate architect of beauty, why do so many of us enhance our own beauty? Is that a way for us to rebuke God that he didn't do a very good job? If that is not the case, why is there so many body enhancement going on today?
I would say body enhancements is not in any way rebuking God, or is not in any way saying that God didn't do their job, his job. It's just like if you're sick, you need to take medicine, right?
Right.
And you're supposed to stay sick because God made you to be sick, or you're attributing everything to God. So the same way that if I'm sick, I'll take medicine, is the same way that if I see something that is not right or that I don't feel comfortable in, I'm going to look for a way to make it work for me or fix it in my own way.
So I am of the opinion that God made everyone beautiful and perfect.
Okay.
Perfection in beauty, unfortunately, has been redefined by the human eyes, by societal standards, be it by the influence of cosmetic brands that want to sell their products or plastic surgeons that want to make money. It has been monetized, and people's insecurities have been capitalized on. So they forgot and they stopped looking at their beauty beyond just the physical that they limit their minds to. But I think we are all still very beautiful and perfect beings.
And would you agree with me that while someone may be looking at you as a beautiful girl, beautiful boy, you may be sick, or that thing that they're looking as beautiful may be giving you sleepless nights?
There is a possibility that people may have been overblessed. It doesn't stop the fact that they are beautiful.
Okay.
You said overblessed?
Overblessed, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me give an example. There are people who are endowed with voluptuous mammals. That's what they call them, like your breasts. And as time goes, we age and our bones become fragile. We start having back pain and all of that. And some people decide to do cosmetic surgery to reduce their breasts. Or some people may have gone through some life injuries. But the topic for me, I'm trying to focus on just the beauty part of it. We have the beauty that we are supposed to have in the perfect way it's supposed to be.
Okay.
If you didn't see that this other person has otherwise and you started making it a factor, you wouldn't even realize that you had that issue.
Okay, so again, going back to the fact that God is the ultimate architect of
Perfection.
beauty, of perfection, right? What about people that are born with imperfections? Should they keep this because God created them that way?
Before I answer your question, Lady D, I'd just like to kind of address a few things I heard you both say. Firstly, you kind of said people might see you as beautiful or handsome, but you're sick inside. So are you trying to say that somebody that decides to go and do a nose job, they are doing a nose job because they are sick inside, or doing a lip job, is that because they are sick? Is that a sickness?
What
I
is
mean,
sinus?
that's-
Sinus that
No, we're not
causes
talking about a medical, we're talking
need,
about cosmetic surgery.
Yeah.
Cosmetic surgery can be because you are sick and you need to fix it, or it can be because you don't feel comfortable in something, and that can give you even that can cause you mental illness because you don't feel comfortable in that thing, and because of the way society has actually defined certain things or how people should look. So somebody can be dying of mental illness because when they go out there, people talk trash or they say things that doesn't align with, doesn't give that person the
confidence
that they need.
right?
Exactly.
So, well, I just want us to be very clear and not cause confusion.
Yeah, I was going to add
here,
on,
right?
Sure.
answer your question.
When
too,
you're
Manny.
doing cosmetic surgery, it is not because you have a disease. It's not
for
because you have a
beautification.
sickness. It's because maybe you don't like the size of your nose. Maybe it's too big and you want it smaller, or it's too small, you want to make it bigger. That is the reason why.
I
But
don't think
what
we
even
need
made
to
you
be
realize-
picking and choosing because I asked the
hold
question.
Hold on, lady.
Okay.
Let me finish. It's not about picking and choosing.
What we
We are
call
not medical.
cosmetic
We are not
surgery.
medical personnel
Professionals, yeah.
here.
Okay.
Number one. So if somebody has sinuses and they need to go and do a surgery in their nose so that they can breathe comfortably, that is not what we are here to talk about because
Okay.
we don't
Yeah.
know enough
Yes.
to talk about
yes.
that.
I
Okay.
agree.
But if you're just trying to increase or reduce the size of your nose, I think we can talk about that based
Yes.
on common sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? We don't have
Okay.
to be medical professionals to talk about that. That's
Yeah.
why I say it would be nice that we draw a line about the area that we are talking about instead of trying to talk about everything and then
Yeah, so we're talking
sounding
about beauty.
ignorant. Yeah, we are
That's
we are
why
focusing on the
beautification,
part,
yes,
which
of the
will,
surgery.
Yes, which cosmetic surgery would fall under
Yeah.
what we are talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yes. And I know most people that do cosmetic surgery or everybody do it to boost their self-confidence,
Esteem, yes.
right? Maybe I don't like the way my finger looks and I want to go do something so that it looks the way I like.
Right.
And
But
when
then
it
what
looks
made
that
you
way-
realize you didn't like how it looks? Because maybe you've seen a few people, TV adverts, people are showing that this is what a perfect finger should look like. Otherwise, you won't even care.
Well, no, that is just one reason why, but that's
Right.
not the only reason why. I might go around and I see everybody has a small nose, and I'm the only one with a big nose. I start feeling out of place, even though I've not seen anything on TV. And I say, oh, I want to go touch my nose so that my nose can look like the other people. And there are people who are just like that. They want to fit in. And there are people who don't care. They don't care if they stand up. They might be
Right.
the only person with an extra large nose, and they don't care. They are comfortable in that nose, and they live their life. So again, it goes from person to person,
Right.
and everybody cannot be boxed together that they are going to act a certain way.
Well, in line with what you just said, Manny, I wanted to point out some of the reasons I think why people actually go in for this surgery. Like you mentioned, we talked about beauty. People just get influenced by societal beauty, the standard that
Yes.
has been defined. Because if you don't see a model looking like this and being praised as this is the perfect beauty, you wouldn't even care. Other people doing it just because, well, everyone is doing it, so let me do. Some people even do it not because they really felt insecure. I mean, I've seen beautiful. If we look
I
at
think
Hollywood today,
insecurity is one of the major factors. They
We
are
are-
insecure in the way they look.
in the way they look, so
and
then that
feel.
comes to that problem of that beauty. We see that person as beautiful because I've seen so many Hollywood stars that are, to me, were perfect.
Beautiful, right?
And they turned into something else. So
But
in
they
that case,
loved
what
it.
was that? And they love what they look like today.
And beauty, first of all, is supposed to be how you feel about yourself, not how someone else feels about you. That's the first thing you need to realize.
Well, that's true and false, or yes and no to me, because the truth is, the people's perception of us is very important to us.
It is important,
Well,
but if people are constantly telling you, let's say for me, as an example, right? If I feel good in my body and skin, I don't care what other people are gonna tell me. I am going to go with what I feel and what I see myself to be.
Yeah, I think it's easy to say that when you're talking, but the reality that I know is far from that.
Very far.
Okay.
For the most part, the things that people say about you influence
That's
the
true
way
too.
you will
That's
behave
true.
a lot. But there are a few people that are enlightened. They have reached that level where their self-confidence is just out of this world. And
True,
it doesn't matter what
Mm-hmm.
you say or not say about them.
True.
There is also that category of people. So we cannot just dismiss that and say that people only act this way or the other way. Of course, life is never black or white. It really depends on people's circumstances. Because even somebody, let's say people that decide to go and do and enhance a part of their body, right? The only reason they are doing that is because they are able. It is very expensive sometimes to do these cosmetic surgeries.
Right.
And even if people say that you have a very ugly lip, but you don't have the money to go do a cosmetic surgery,
You're
you're bound to stay with that lip.
Yeah.
Only those that have the money turn to do it. So again,
now that brings us to, is this investment, is the risk worth it? When you look at what some people have had to go through, I've known stories of strippers, and I'm not saying stripping is a bad thing. Actually those people who strip are amazing artists, in my opinion.
definitely a bad thing.
But I've seen people do it just because, when they see this other person come who has a bigger bum, bigger breast, they get more tips thrown at them, more dollars thrown at them, and they end up doing it. And then you see this person would work and even prostitute themselves because they want to raise that money to do that surgery. And then they even go and do this surgery. Sometimes they come out botched. I mean, by botched, I mean it comes out messed up, not the way it's supposed to be. So now that brings us to, is it worth it really?
My answer to that is, if you want to go and do cosmetic surgery, make sure you are able to get enough money to go to
the right person.
to go to a doctor that knows what they're doing. You don't want to risk yourself and maybe going to a doctor somewhere in Mexico, in one village in Mexico that doesn't know what they're doing just because you want to go and get cosmetic surgery to feel and look better. So if it means you have to take 10 years to save this money, go for it. But I am definitely in support that people should do what they need to do to feel and look better.
What do you think, Manny? You think it's worth it, what they have to go through? They put their life on the line, money that they raise. For me, it's a lot of, because it's what I've heard of 20K, I've heard of 50K. If you're able to put resources to raise that kind of money, why not do, but that's not a priority for them. Priority is to look good.
Yeah, I think I have an opinion there, but it's far from the way you're thinking about it, because it's your money and you work for it. You should decide how you want to spend it. I have a problem with the body enhancement itself, whether you're doing a nose job or a BBL or a penis enlargement.
Why so?
Or any of those, right? And my reasoning is this. It kind of, I know as humans, right, we all have some insecurities. And to overcome your insecurity is not to do something fake. Because if you have an enhanced nose, that's a fake nose. And everybody knows it's a fake nose. So I don't think it takes away the insecurity. It actually creates
more
a new insecurity for you. That's, again, this is just my opinion.
Yeah,
and
I
I
feel
know
you.
that people that do these things, sometimes they do it, they come out more confident, and sometimes they do it and they come out less confident.
Right.
We cannot say that it's always a positive
Or negative,
outcome, right? Yeah. And if we are doing this, I guess my question is, what are we teaching our kids? Are we teaching our kids that we can just be walking around with fake stuff on us? Or that doesn't leave a good impression, right?
I mean, I look at it in two ways too, Manny.
Okay.
The ability to empower yourself is quite powerful. The fact that
Okay.
you can fix what you don't feel confident about in your body, I feel
That's
that's a different
empowerment.
level of power.
Yeah.
And we all need that mental, because it all comes to the mental. But my other concern about it is once you start, the checklist keeps growing. There is always another thing that you want to change or fix, because now you have believed in the science and it becomes your religion at some point.
It's a good thing to believe in science
Um,
than religion, actually. But go on.
I wanted to say something. Oh,
Just
Manny
go ahead.
said, well, what are you teaching your kids when you go about with the
Yeah, I
fake
mean, the
nose
community,
and-
the society, and all of that, not just your kids, but yes.
I think human beings in general are fake.
Yeah.
We are all fake.
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
Yes. No one is honest. That's true.
When
Really?
you
Yes.
tell a lie, that's
No, no,
fake.
I
When
am
you
not.
when you wear a fake Gucci, that's fake. What
Yeah.
what are you telling your kids?
So it's
I
just
don't
another type
fall
of
in that
fakeness.
category.
That's another type of fakeness.
that's a
Don't
good
come here
point.
and tell me that
Yeah.
everything you're doing is what you want your kid to do.
Yeah. So we say, practice what I say, not what I do. What I preach, not what I say.
So,
I see. It's just like, and I think I'm actually guilty. We go around pointing fingers, but at the same time, we have all sinned and come short of the glory of God. My sin is just different from yours. Whatever
Sin
you
is
may be
sin.
doing,
let me ask you guys this question.
Yes.
I don't want you to turn it into a sermon.
Religious.
lady. If to say, let's say you, and again, this is a hypothetical scenario, and this question goes to both of you. You have a partner who is not, who has a small
Peace.
penis, and he has an option to do
an
penis
enhancement,
lift.
right?
an enhancement.
Enhancement, yeah, enlargement.
How much support are you going to?
To give that partner.
Yes, how much support are you going to put in there?
Yeah, so Manny, I really like that question. That was quite strategic. It came at the right time because, and I want to put it in both ways, right? Your question was if my partner has a itty bitty Manny, and let me not say Manny because then they'll be like Manny. But if my partner has an
Hey.
itty bitty penis and they want to do an enhancement, will I support that? Well, the first thing is, why are they doing the enhancement? If they're doing it because they have not been
Because-
satisfying me or because they feel insecure, then we need to talk about that. If they're feeling insecure, then maybe therapy is what I would recommend first. But if they're doing it because they feel they're not satisfying me, then if they have not been satisfying me and I've not been vocal about it, then there's a problem in that relationship.
You don't think size is everything?
I don't think size is everything.
Science is
What
It's
is
about
everything?
maneuverability. Your
Okay.
ability to maneuver.
All right.
Yes.
How about you, Lady?
Yeah. If my partner sees the need to go and do whatever, right?
You be in support.
I will give him the support if I am the one that complained about it. If I'm okay with it, like Mel said, he will need to tell me why he needs to do the enhancement to get a bigger one.
Do you think size matters?
Size doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Well, it is interesting that on camera everybody is.
Oh no,
turning
size
their
is
back
not.
away
In
from
short,
size.
I can actually not like welcome you if you don't have anything.
Well, despite the fact that I'm a
If you
virgin,
don't have a penis,
despite the fact that
Yeah.
despite the fact that I'm a virgin, I can still,
still
once you
know-
know what to do with what you have,
It's
it's
still
the
good.
craft.
there are so many tools that are out there to utilize.
Exactly.
All right. So, do you ladies think that we are living now in a world, like Lady D said, that everybody is just fake.
Yeah.
But I don't talk about the fakeness of people in that aspect, like you're lying, or I want to talk about it
You're wearing
more
some fake
focused
Gucci.
on you. Now, women have to add extra hair on their head. They have to add extra nails on their hands.
Yay.
They have to put layers and layers and
Of
layers of makeup on their faces.
Yeah, that's fakeness.
And then, do you guys really think that all these enhancements are making women more beautiful or less beautiful? And why?
They are making women more beautiful. I feel way confident given that I have some acne, some dark spot. When I go out there with this layers and layers of foundation and all whatnot on my face, I feel way more confident.
I don't think it necessarily makes them more beautiful. I just think it makes them fit into what is expected of beauty standards today.
Okay.
Because if a man goes out every time on TV shows, or a woman goes out every time, you see that gym guy, or your trainers, or your actors, everybody has a crush actor or actress at some point. And then you start defining beauty by that. So at some point, everyone starts trying to mimic or emulate what these beauty standards are. So it's all about, the mind has been changed today. It looks like faking it, but it's just fitting in what it is today.
It's fitting in. Yeah.
So, I mean, will you guys agree with me that relationships have become more difficult nowadays?
Due to?
Huh?
Why? Why are relationships difficult?
Are they or are they not?
I don't think so.
I think they are. And I can say why I think they are.
Right. And I was heading to say that because women are doing all these things, all the cosmetic surgery, the makeup, the hair, the nails, and according to women, that makes them more beautiful. So why is it not attracting the men more? Based on the fact that there's relationship nowadays seems to be going downwards instead of having more stronger, nicer, sweeter, better relationships because of this beauty that has been enhanced through the third party stuff.
I think relationships may be going down, but I don't think it has anything to do with cosmetic surgery or enhancements. When you do something to your body, it is for you. It's not going to be adding or subtracting to your relationship. If you're a bad woman, you're a bad woman. You're a bad, beautiful woman. So enhancement is not going to add to your relationship or subtract to your relationship. I think this is totally out of anything that has to do with relationships.
Well, before I enter into to answer that, I want to call a good number of women on their BS. Every day you see, oh, I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it for the men. Girl, if you do it and you go out there and nobody whispers at you, you're going to be as insecure, like even worse than before.
Absolutely.
I hate that part of it.
I definitely agree.
Like, be honest.
And Mel, I'm definitely one of them. If I have to do anything, I'm doing it for me. It has to be me first.
It's just like
not
makeup
for anybody.
And beauty.
I do it for me to look good.
Okay, so let's go with that's your way. But we are volatile beings. We are, what is the word I'm looking for? I can't find. Meaning, if you look good, you smell good, and you go out and you're invisible to the world, honey, you're gonna go back and change and think you
Mel,
did something.
what about when
wrong.
you put on clothes? So you should not be putting on your clothes because you go
That's
out
all
there.
that I'm talking about, all of that. If
Okay.
you look
So when
pretty,
you dress up, who are you dressing up for?
you're dressing up to appeal to the audience.
I'm dressing up to look good to myself, and then the audience can come after. I come first, baby.
Well, this is my opinion. We can think and believe, okay, your opinion, and I respect that.
Right.
That's probably your case. But most cases that I'm seeing, these women go under the knife, men do enhancement as well, and when they come out, the first thing is to show that body. the first thing is to advertise it. They wear lesser clothes. They do more outside events, socializing, because now they feel confident and they want people to see it and confirm and make them feel confident about the choice they made.
It's not about having people to
But-
confirm.
I think
Well,
we
they
are now
feel
just
more
arguing
confident.
instead of having a conversation.
They feel confident, and that's why they're showing off. Not for anybody to agree or not
Let us,
agree
let
to
us.
what they
Well-
did.
Yes, I hear you both, but let us not. We are turning it into an argument.
Okay.
It's
No,
like
it was just
this,
a point
it's
that I
like
wanted
this.
to. I wanted to make a
But
remark that
more,
I've observed.
I
but
want
then,
us to make our maybe subjective points or objective points, whatever
Right.
the case, but make your point.
Make your
Okay.
points in
I
support
can
or not in
disagree
support
with your point
of
and tell you why I'm disagreeing, but it doesn't mean you have to rebuttal. Nobody's trying to prove
a point
a
because
point
we don't
here.
know,
We
yeah,
are
for
just
certain.
basically having a good conversation, and
Yeah.
hopefully, those that are out there spending their money in body enhancement will realize that they can spend that money on other things that are more.
But again, it's their money, so
Oh, Lord.
that's what brings the satisfaction.
so-
But what was your point earlier, though, Manny? Sorry, I digressed.
What was my point?
Yeah, I
I want
digressed.
my
and,
money, and you want to tell me what would be more satisfying to me?
Well,
the question that I distracted us from.
the question was about the. I think we already answered that
Answered it,
question.
Yeah, we answered the question.
I wanted to ask you ladies another question. If you guys don't have a question, do you have a question?
Well, I kind of wanted to know, since you're on the men's angle, how do you feel when your partner goes through this changes and then they become more appealing to a larger group of men?
If they they enhance their body and become more appealing,
Yes, so now they have more men
there'll be more
coming at
competition
them.
for me. That's
yes,
what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, it's unfortunate that no man can compete with me. So that's never ever going to be the situation. I don't think I've never found myself in that situation, and I don't think I ever would. So
Okay.
I would never be worried about that.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you think? Do you know, have you ever heard of situations where, like we were talking about relationships after enhancement, relationships keep failing, and
I mean, we should not attribute.
we should not attribute. Yes, I agree. But I have observed situations where the enhancement boosted the lady's confidence, especially after having kids and everything. And when she steps out, all kinds of men are coming at her.
Okay.
Be it and now the man feels that insecurity, like, oh, she can easily be taken by somebody better.
I think that's possible. So maybe that's the reason why some men are refusing their women
From doing
any enhancements. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my question, though.
I mean, there are men that don't want their women to go out and work. If you go to the Arab world, you see men wanting women to cover up completely.
Right.
That has nothing to do with enhancement. So if a man is controlling, he's just controlling. It has
If he's
nothing to do
insecure,
with
he's insecure too.
Yeah, and same with women. And to be honest with you, I've come across more insecure women than men, and it's rather unfortunate that that's the world we live in.
But
today.
did you agree that there are insecure men, right?
There are more insecure women than men.
Okay.
That-
Well, you didn't answer the
uh,
question. She was asking, did you agree that there are insecure men? It's not about the ratio, though.
So if I say there are more insecure women than men, what does that mean?
It means you're diverting from the question. You didn't
No,
answer her
it means
question.
I'm saying that there are insecure men and there are more insecure women than the men.
It was just a yes,
That's
no
that.
question.
Okay.
But
No, I
anyways.
don't have to answer the question in the words that you want, but I've answered the question and I've provided an answer to the question,
Okay.
right? Does that not
Okay.
answer that
That
question?
answers my question.
Yeah, to me, I think it does. But if you want me to say it in a particular way, then just dictate it and I'll just read it after you. Go ahead.
Dictation. Okay. So I wanted to come to the aspect of this cosmetic surgery, some after effects when you don't get the result that you're looking for. Because you went in for something and you end up with a botched body.
Mm-hmm.
Does that still make it worth it? And in that case, what is the way forward? Like advice that somebody would give? I know we're not specialists in the
You
field.
go back and do more.
You go
to
back
fix it.
and fix it. And,
Yeah,
and
that's-
again,
that's
I think
what
you're
you do.
tilting towards the fact that when you go for a cosmetic
You
surgery,
have to
you're
keep
taking
going.
some risk, right? And you have to keep going. That's just life for you. You
Yeah.
take risk every day of your life. You drive to work one day, you need to go the next day.
Right, and I agree with that. If it fails, then you do another one to fix it.
Exactly.
If you die, then they bury you.
So when
is
so
what it is.
we have those other enhancements that can transform a person. Does your
Right.
partner still feel like they're still with the same person?
Transform
Like-
you as in turning you into a man, if you will.
No, they have gender, not gender, like when women have had babies and they've, a lot of babies and you go through a stretch, women have been doing there's a term for it, I just don't know what it is, but they do
A tummy tuck?
no, for their vaginas to
Contract.
recontract. There's a surgery for that
Vagina
actually.
reconstruction.
Reconstruction, yes.
Right.
So a man who maybe could fit before and can't fit anymore, what happens in that kind of relationship?
I don't think I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, I do know what she's
Never
talking
seen a
about.
situation where you
When
can't
you,
fit
Yes,
fit.
because it can put the relationship at risk.
the hole is too deep.
Yes.
No, when you say, okay, the hole is always too big.
Oh, it's not.
Well, it depends on the hole we're talking about
You
here.
guys can sit on camera and try to pretend, but
It depends
the
on
facts,
the hole we're
the
talking about
facts,
here.
the facts, as
Are
far
there.
as that aspect is concerned,
But I was alluding
not
actually
even
to that point.
disputable.
I was actually alluding to the
um,
point Manny made earlier, where people go through these procedures, and then we're seeing a lot of downgrade, like relationships going down. And
Yeah, the
that
man
has
would
been
be
no,
like,
that has
I don't
been an issue.
feel my wife again. I
Yes.
feel like after having 2 kids, 3 kids, my wife is not the same person again.
And then she goes and
if-
does.
I don't know if you guys have experienced this thing, like the body enhancement we are talking about, but I can speak from a very knowledgeable point
Okay.
here where somebody did a liposuction for their that's the procedure they did for their BBL,
Mm-hmm.
and it changed them. It changed them completely.
Right.
It did affect their actual shape because they had a beautiful shape prior.
In your
And
eyes.
after they did it, they were not that physically appealing as much as they were prior
To
to
you?
the surgery. And secondly, they are like the touch and feel of the butt. The butt became so hard, like a stone. You know how you touch something and it's soft and nice and cushy,
This is so
and then
personal.
it changes, and then you touch it, you feel like you're holding onto a piece of rock.
Rock.
Yeah, so those are. It has a downside. I don't.
I
Again,
think
this is just.
that's a botched.
This is
failed BBL,
speaking
right?
from a very narrow point of view of talking about one.
Right.
Yes, I don't know if this is the general outcome that people get. If this is the result, but it is. I thought I felt sad for this person because after that,
Man is
it looks
tough.
like they became so stressed.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
they have
I
to
don't
live
even
with
know
this
if
now.
they are still alive. I really don't.
Actually, from my
No,
experience, right?
Let me finish.
Okay, I
David.
thought you finished.
Yeah, no,
already.
I'm not.
Okay.
And I'm saying this to say, some of these things, when you go and do it without getting the
Proper.
the full picture of what you're going to get, you might end up with something that you didn't really hope for, and that might even ruin your life.
And
even
you're right.
though Yes. So just
That's a
be
good
careful
point.
when you're getting involved in.
That's what Lady D said earlier.
Yes.
Go to
Go to
save
a
your money
specialist,
and go to a
somebody that
specialist.
can be sued if something goes wrong, somebody that's afraid to lose their license,
Yeah.
somebody that is certified and
Because
has
if that person
all
went
the
to a good
experience, right?
doctor, they could
So
have
that's the
done
first
that.
thing anybody that is looking to do any form, any kind of enhancement should look for.
Mm-hmm.
But what Manny said, that's actually surprising because right now I'm working out every day and the goal is to have a very rocky.
A rocky bum.
Is to have what?
It's to have a very firm.
Oh, that the gym would do that, but
Right,
if it's
and I feel like that's what I'm doing it for my
That-
husband.
like a hard bum. Oh, the
Yeah.
gym. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I go to the gym every day.
So you're just firming your
yeah, I
thighs
want to
and stuff.
firm
Yeah, that's
everything,
nice. Yeah.
including my butt.
Yeah,
So
that's
I don't
that's
know
nice.
why that is actually not appealing to you, and
Oh, so okay. So you're as a lady, you think that you need to have a firm butt.
exactly.
Is that what your husband told you?
No, no, no.
No, I'm just
Is
asking
that
that he
what
likes
society-
to grab us
That's-
hard. No, you're
But
not
he
doing.
said
You
this
just
is a
said you're
rock.
not doing it for society.
I mean, I don't know
Right.
about what rock is.
Yeah.
You said you're not doing it for society. Why are you mentioning society?
No. It's not about. It's not about doing it for society. I just said society defines that.
Beauty.
But
Oh.
I also aligns with that, and that's why I want to have something that is firm.
Firm.
Well, those are
Okay.
two different things, though. The
Okay.
gym, the way the gym
Please,
makes your skin
I don't think
firm.
nobody's butt is like a rock.
Well, he said that was his experience.
I need to feel.
Yeah, that was
I need to
definitely
feel it to
poorly done.
believe it.
Yeah, that was definitely. But some people's boob jobs go south too,
Okay.
and they end up with.
One boob that is longer than the other one.
It's natural.
natural, actually.
My boob is longer and
That's
bigger
One
than
is
natural.
longer than the other
Yes,
one.
Yeah,
every
it's longer
woman-
and
Wow.
bigger
every
than
woman,
the
yeah.
other one.
Every
So
woman has one
it's
boob
not
that's
just getting.
slightly
Actually,
bigger
when
than
you
the
do a
other.
boob job, they
Ah.
actually correct that. So
Oh, then maybe I should
one
do
day
one.
I'll get mine corrected. To
Maybe I should do a boob job
You
too,
will
because
get
I
that
need help
corrected,
in that
girl.
department.
Of course.
But you see, that would be for correcting purposes.
This question is for Manny. So, in your opinion, when you do makeup, that's
I
part
don't
of
do
Enhancement.
makeup,
okay.
by the way. So.
That's part of enhancement.
But it's not surgery, though.
Yes,
girl,
it is
your-
enhancement. yeah.
Okay,
You're
so
trying to enhance
If
your
you
beauty.
wear
Installing all
jewelry
this,
and glasses, it's enhancement. It's beauty too. That's part of beauty accessory.
What's the
Right.
question? I didn't get the.
No,
Can you ask me a
actually,
question?
Mel finished the question because I was going to when you
Anything you do to
So
your body to enhance
Exactly.
is beauty. Is part of enhancement.
because when you do your hair, attach anything that's an enhancement, right?
Yes.
If you
it
are
is.
wearing glasses and that's not for vision, I wear mine all day, every day because I need them to be able to see well. If you're wearing glasses and that's not for you to see well, or because you have eye
So does that
issues,
bring us
is
back to
that-
your point where you said everybody's fake?
Yeah.
People wear clothes.
Mhm.
Do you want to also say that clothes is for enhancement?
That's exactly
There are
where
clothes
we should
because
be
you wanna
heading
cover-
to. If everything we do is enhancements, we should also look into clothes because if
Well-
if you are if you
But we're
walk
talking about
naked,
surgery, though, guys.
I mean,
Yes.
surgery enhancement is not necessarily surgery, right? Because when you do your makeup,
Botox too. Yeah, that's true.
I
Right.
think we were really trying to focus on plastic
Surgery.
not
Cosmetic
just
surgery.
Of course, I know I did make a point where I talked about making up and hair and all of that. But again, it's not like we should just be just so narrow to have the conversation. This is just me trying to expand the conversation a little bit. But to answer your question, Lady D, you're asking what is really the question? That I'm not supposed to wear glasses, or
Yeah,
if I wear glasses,
don't
that's
need them.
enhancement.
Let's just pretend that you
Um,
wear clothes to cover up, right? You wear glasses to cover what? Why are you covering your eyes?
We have sunshades.
Okay, you're wearing them now. What are you doing?
You might haven't right now. These are lenses.
Okay. If they're lenses, then I'm good.
And when I'm outside, for the most part, I wear sunshades. Sometimes when we are shooting here, I wear dark glasses because this light pierces into my eyes and hurt my eyes. That's why I put them on. I'm not
So
putting
should
them on
someone
for beauty.
who
But I
is
don't have
putting
a
it
problem.
for beauty?
Let me finish.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with you putting on glasses for beauty.
Okay.
Because you can just take the glasses off and you're back where you are.
Mm-hmm.
When you go and cut your butt, or cut your boobs, or cut your lips, or your nose, it is not something that you can turn around and say,
Take
"Oh,
off.
I don't feel comfortable in this anymore," and you just take it off.
Okay.
It changes you for far
life.
more than the glasses that you put on, or even putting on an earring,
Mm-hmm.
or yes. all of
So I
that.
wanted to
So
make a point, guys.
that's the difference that I
Okay.
see.
Recently,
Get
famous people like I will call the Kardashians because they are famous and they made it public.
Mm-hmm.
There's another singer called K. Michelle. There's so many of them who are now starting to take their BBLs out. They're starting to reduce all that enhancement that they did to their bodies. Initially, they did it because they said it was to feel, for them to feel beautiful. They felt they were this or that person.
Mm-hmm.
Time is going on now. They've encouraged a whole society, a whole group of young generation,
To start going back.
to get into BBL. Now they are going back. We even have a Black China who is also a very famous person
Mm-hmm.
who has been. She took out her enhancement. All of them are starting to take the boobs out, and so at the end of the day, it's not even what they said they were doing it for anymore. If they are taking it out, why is that happening? Today?
And that's when you just follow the crowd sheepishly, when you don't do something that is gonna give you that self-confidence, starting
Everything
with you
about
first.
society.
So if you go for what society is asking you to do without it being something that you want to do, you will go like that. And by the way, most of them are removing silicons that
They put in their the
implanted in
implants,
their
yeah.
bodies. And it has all the side effects you can ever think of.
But these are people who went into it
if,
saying,
if they did surgery back then, and let's say they wanted a 10 centimeter butt, and now they want a 5 centimeter, and they go and reduce it, what's the problem there?
no,
It's
you
still
missed
enhancement.
the point that I
Yeah.
I was talking about. When people go into surgery initially, they say, I feel this is what I feel like. I want to enhance myself. I'm feeling beautiful this way. They define what their beauty is. So if that is what you said you are to be beautiful, why are you taking it off again?
Well, today
So
you
you're
can feel
contradicting
like,
yourself.
No, I understood you the first time. What I'm saying,
Today you can
if
feel
today
like
I wanted a very
Exactly.
big butt, and tomorrow I want a smaller butt, is there any problem?
So then what
I
was
felt
your
at that
definition
time
of the beauty
in my
then?
life, I felt very beautiful with a very big one.
thank you.
And at this time in my life, I feel very beautiful with a much more smaller one. People evolve. And we evolve not just about the way we look, even
way-
about the way we think.
The way we
evolve
feel.
about the way we do things.
Yeah.
We evolve every day. That's something that we cannot deny.
Thank you.
I can tell you that there are things you do now that maybe 5 or 10 years ago you would not have done them.
No, I do
You've
not disagree with
evolved
that.
to a new level. Maybe you've learned new knowledge, or maybe you've made money. And back there you couldn't do it because you were broke. Now you have money and you do it. So again, we cannot really, and everybody will have a different reason why they are doing it a certain way. And we cannot go around questioning everybody why this or why that. And we cannot just say one size fits all and just provide one reason and apply it to everybody. I
Right.
really think that people do things for different reasons. All right, so I think we've had a great conversation, and I like us to kind of find a way to exit this body enhancement thing. Before we do that, I'd like you to just conclude really quick. We only have like 2 minutes.
My conclusion would be that if you're a woman, if you're a man, if you don't feel comfortable in your skin and you have the money to go to a good doctor and get what you want and feel comfortable, go for it.
To me, I'll say you're beautiful just the way you are.
Well, you are not beautiful just the way you are. You're beautiful the way you want to be. Go for it. If you think that enhancing your body is going to satisfy her, please. If you think that you can do it without enhancing your body, please. Thank you for watching. If you like what we are saying and you want more of it, please smash that subscribe button, like and follow. Engage us in the comments and tell us what we left out. We left it out intentionally because we want you to be a part of it.